Hi everyone, it's Sprintmaster here, and today I have a very special LEGO set to review. This is the LEGO Insectoid 6905 Bi-Wing Blaster set from 1998. This set comes with 112 pieces, was rated for ages 7 to 12, and cost you $15 back when it was in stores. Now, I've had this set for a very long time, around 5 years or so, and still, I really think that this is one of the best space sets of all time, and one of the best, definitely, that's around this size. Has some great minifigures, nice features, and yeah, it's definitely at a good price. So let's look at the box to be the first part of the review. Alright, so here's a look at the box. It's a nice size, and I really like the background art on the Insectoid theme. I definitely think it's one of the best that LEGO has ever produced. So you can see here's the front, and you can see that the Bi-Wing Blaster is on a rock of some kind, and you can see the secondary ship flying. And here, of course, it says Insectoids for the theme. And on the back, you can see some of the alternate builds. I think that they look quite good. I really like this one, and I like how they attempted to make a walker with those legs. It's a pretty nice idea. It doesn't look like it would really be a good set, but I really appreciate the idea. And of course, you use your thumb to open this up. And I got this set sealed in the box, so I was able to do that. But anyway, I really do like the box. I think it's a very nice looking thing, shows the set in a nice pose. But yeah, now we'll look at the instructions. Alright, so here are the instructions. They're pretty nice size actually, and you can see there's a crease because that's where it was folded when it was in the box. And again, like many sets of this time, it doesn't show you the box. It tells you what pieces you need for each set, but this set only comes with a little over 100 pieces, so it shouldn't really bother you too much. And here, like on the Arachnoid Starbase, it shows you a little drawing or sketch of the magnet feature. And here at the back it says that it was made in 1998, and it shows you all of the alternate builds that are on the back of the box. So overall, I think the instructions are quite good. Alright, so here are the minifigures that come in the set. There's one Insectoid alien, and of course the regular Insectoid droid. So first we'll look at the Insectoid minifigure. He looks really nice, and I love all the cybernetic implant printing things that he has on his torso. You can see he has the Insectoid symbol there, or round, or I don't know if it's coat of arms or whatever it's supposed to be. And he has a trans neon green helmet that looks very bug-like. And if you take off his helmet, you can see he has some goggles, and he has blue eyes and some copper-colored hair, which I think is very interesting. And of course, he comes with some blue oxygen tanks so he can breathe on this very hazardous planet. Of course, that's important. No leg printing, arm printing, or back printing, but I still think that this minifigure really gets the job done. And I think he's one of the best aliens that LEGO has made. And although he's not as detailed as some of the other Insectoids minifigures, again, I still think he gets the job done. Here, of course, is the Insectoid droid. He looks really good. I've shown you this minifigure many times before, but again, I love all of the printing on him. I think he looks better than any C-3PO really, or Protocol droid, except the head would suit the Protocol droids better, but overall I do like this minifigure a lot. You can see he has all these the circuitry and everything on here really. And of course he has his transparent helmet, and that's what his head looks like. No back printing or anything like on his arms, but I do think that these are great minifigures, some of the best, really. Alright, so here's a look at the Bi-Wing Blaster itself. It's a very nice build, and it actually consists of two vehicles. But now, first we'll look at the front, and you can see there's some pretty big pincers, and they could probably pick up a minifigure if you want. Of course, you can move them like that if you want. I think that looks quite nice. You can see here there's some lights or sensors, which sort of look like eyes. And they use these Insectoid leg pieces that can move like this. I know these pieces were used in Life on Mars and probably some other theme that I have overlooked, but they came from Insectoids originally. here it has this nice printed control panel that I think looks epic. You can see it has a picture of one of the crystals that they're hunting for. And this is, of course, where you can sit one of the minifigures. So I'll go ahead and put my Insectoid alien right on there. He doesn't have any sort of windscreen or anything. It doesn't really bother me because I don't think this is supposed to be some ship that's going out of the atmosphere of the planet. It's probably more of a little cruiser or skimmer or something like that. But here you can see that there's some thrusters right here to keep your ship propelled in flight. Here it shows, here's one of the crystals that, of course, is really nice. I'll take it off so I can show it to you a bit better. And what's really neat is that this here, this crystal, has a sticker that has some metal in it, which makes it be able to get picked up by a magnet. And what I really appreciate about that is that this piece does not have any metal in it or anything like that. They just put it in the sticker. I think that was a wise decision. And over here, of course, are two more legs on either side, and has some nice wings right here, and they can be posed like this. And I really like these joint pieces. They do break if you, well, none of the ones that I got new seal in the box had any issues, but if you get them used, they might have been worn a bit, so they might break. Maybe that's why they discontinued them. But anyway, here's some really nice wing pieces. You can see there's some circuitry. Looks somewhat like a motherboard or some kind of insides of a computer, really. And I think that they did it really well. You can see they have all these different color prints on here. And yeah, it's amazing. And here, of course, there's some long antennae pieces. And back here, of course, is the abdomen. And I'm going to actually take off this section of this smaller ship, and I'll show you that later. But yeah, here at the back is the abdomen, and of course this is where the ship can attach. It has this really nice print. I know it's also used in life on Mars, I think. But anyway, it looks really nice, and I appreciate the fact that there's no stickers in this set besides the metal ones. And back here it has, of course, a magnet. So I'll go ahead and take this crystal off so I can show you how this picks it up. So you just bring it down, and there you go. You lift it up. Then you can fly it away and, of course, analyze it and do whatever kinds of readings you want to do on it. And, of course, it just sticks back there, and it looks quite nice. And, yeah, that's what this ship looks like. It looks quite good even by itself, and I could see this being sold like this. But, of course, I do like that they added another ship. So, yeah, that's it for this vehicle. Here's a look at the secondary ship right here. And, of course, you can tell that it's a lot smaller and is around the size of the Beta Buzzer, which I've reviewed before. But, anyway, you can see here it has the same control panel as the last ship. It has a little seat right here so you can put your Insectoid droid minifigure on. So I'll put him on like that. And he sits quite nice. I kind of wish that his control panel was a little bit higher so he wouldn't have to bend so far down to reach it, but it's not that bad. Anyway, of course, here's a crystal. Of course, you can take it off. You can pick it up like that. And I like how there's a magnet on each ship, and there's a magnet for each crystal, so you won't have any crystals lying back behind. And of course, it has the same wing pieces as the first ship, which I really do like. You get a lot of these in these sets, and they use them quite. They're not afraid to use printed pieces around this time, which I really like. And of course, here again is that printed piece right here. And another thing is that this piece right here, I don't even know what to call it, was used on a lot of the Aquazone Stingray sets. So it's nice to see that they're reusing that piece in some way, and I do think it gives this ship quite a nice shape, if you can see it like that. It looks pretty cool. And here at the bottom, that's what it looks like. So, yeah, I really do like this ship. Alright, so the last thing I have to show you is this little pamphlet, which you can, of course, fold open. And it's quite large, actually. It goes all the way from there to there. So I'll basically show it to you from left to right. And if you want to look at something, feel free to pause it. So Yeah, it's everything that's here on this side. This is if you want to get some things shipped to you. Go ahead and fill out that form. And if you turn it around, these are some of the other sets that came out around this time. A lot of these are juniorized, and I have a couple of them, and they're just They're not that great in my opinion. But I do think that rescue set right there looks great, and that this train. Let's see if I can show it to you a bit better. Yeah, that train looks great. It's really expensive. Wow, $139 in United States dollars and $190 in Canadian dollars. Jeez, that's really expensive. But anyway, that's it for this little pamphlet. I appreciate that they included that, and I really like that you can buy a bunch of accessories. They should really do that now. I don't know if they actually are because I haven't looked at modern sets for City in a while. So yeah, now I'll look at my overall thoughts on this build. Alright, so for my overall thoughts on the Bi-Wing Blaster, I think that this is a great set and it's definitely worth your $15. Nowadays, this set can go pretty expensive seal in the box, and you're looking at maybe $50 to $60. I got this for about $40, and I definitely overpaid for it. I wouldn't pay more than maybe $30 for this. So yeah, I'd pay that much for it sealed in the box. You can probably get it for cheaper than that, used, and I would definitely go for it. And I think Insectoids is a very underrated theme and should be seen in the same light as the classic space from the 70s and 80s. I definitely think it's probably better than that, or at least better than most of the sets that were released during that time period. So yeah, that's basically it for this review, and I'll see you all later. Bye.